Congressman Jim McDermott, Democrat from Washington, who serves on the House Budget Committee. Congressman, thank you for being here tonight.
It's good to be here, Art.
The testimony we just heard was incredibly powerful. I mean, why did it take so long to get a real person who's living in poverty to testify at one of these poverty hearings?
Well, we ask and we ask and we ask and we ask, and finally, I think Mr. Ryan wants to seem like a compassionate conservative, so he brought her on, and she stole the show. She was so powerful.
Now, you know, Republicans have repeatedly insinuated, Congressman, that people of government assistance are lazy. Listen to this.
We don't want to turn the safety net into a hammock that lulls able-bodied people into lives of dependency and complacency.
Why don't we just pay for your clothes, pay for your shoes, pay for your housing?
Self-reliance means if anyone will not work, neither should he eat.
Really poor children in really poor neighborhoods have no habits of working and have nobody around them who works.
Supplemental nutritional assistance program, the buy beer program with a government credit card.
But the witness today made it very clear there's not a lazy bone in her body, and how they are doing all they can and still can't make ends meet with 3 children with disability.
She is working at a part-time job. Her husband is working at a part-time job, and they make about together $300, about $320 after taxes. Now that's $1,200 a month. There isn't any place in the United States you can live on $1,200 a month in any kind of style at all. Without the SNAP, without the food stamp program, they would not have food for their table. And Paul Ryan is sitting up there smiling, but his budget that he put out cuts $137 billion out of the food stamp program. I mean, they want to seem like they care, but when you put and look at their deeds, they clearly don't care about the poor. It's an absolute war on poor people in this country.
Now, you know, Republicans that love to say, since you brought up SNAP, they love to say that welfare programs like food stamps are overrun with fraud. But look at this new study about the SNAP or food stamps program. The overpayment rate for the system is at just over 2.5%. That's the lowest overpayment rate since 1981, Congressman.
It's no surprise to me, Al. The people who come forward for food stamps, by and large, are people who are hungry and need it. They're not trying to cheat the system, trying to get a fistful of coupons or whatever so that they can somehow steal from the government. These are hungry people. A lot of them very proud, like Miss Tiana. It was hard for her to sit there and tell how poor she really was and what she has to deal with her 2 kids that are on medication. She's got all kinds of problems, and he still has to beg for food stamps from Paul Ryan. He doesn't care that she can't make it without food stamps.
You know, it's taken its toll because a recent poll asked Americans what it means when someone says they are a Republican. 21% said it means that they support wealthy and business. They support the wealthy and business and are not for the people. The only description that registered more often was conservative or right-wing.
Well, you know, you're going to see tomorrow on the floor us put a great big tax break in permanently for rich people. But we're still trying to decide whether we can have food stamps. And we got unemployment benefits. We got 3 million people out there who have no money. Now, they said, well, of course, when we don't give them a benefit, they'll go find a job. The long-term unemployment has not dropped in the 6 months since the Republicans cut off the people who are on long-term unemployment. Just cutting people off doesn't make them able to find a job. If they're not skilled or there's nothing out there for them, they can't find a job, and they're out there all over the place. They simply don't recognize what it's like for ordinary people. Congressmen make $170,000, and we don't understand.
Congressman, I'm going to have to leave it there. Congressman Jim McDermott, thank you for your time this evening. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Barry Sloan.